Excuse me, can you tell me the closest mall entrance to Macy's? Donna was shaken out of her reverie by the young man's voice. She had just gotten off work from her job at the mall. And today, she was tired. All she wanted to do was get home and relax and put her feet up. All the same, there was something about this guy she didn't quite like, but she couldn't exactly put her finger on it. And after all, she didn't want to be paranoid. Against her better judgment, she went ahead and talked to him. No, I don't know where it is, and I'm in a hurry. Oh, come on. I just need to know where to go pick up my daughter. I mean, you've got kids, right? You know what they're like. Suddenly, the young man pulled out a gun. He and his buddy wrestled Donna into the car and drove away. Mr. Contest Master, fellow Toastmasters, and friends, Donna had just become one of the 7 million Americans in 2004 who fell victim to violent crime. If you would, just take a moment and look around. If there were a few more people in this room, statistically speaking, this year, one of us would fall victim to violent crime. Maybe being a little paranoid isn't such a bad thing. When I say being paranoid, I mean primarily being aware of our surroundings. Have you ever been in a parking lot and had somebody come up and ask you for directions? Sure, I have. But have you ever asked yourself, I wonder if this guy is using this as a trick to rob me or assault me? Happened to Donna. Psychologists have a term for this. They call it interviewing their potential victims. The notorious serial killer from the 1980s, Ted Bundy, used exactly this kind of interview with many of his victims. In a lot of ways, attackers are wimps. They're not looking for a fair fight. They're looking to take advantage of somebody in a position of weakness. By being a little paranoid, aware of our surroundings, we take away that advantage. Author and former bouncer Jeff Thompson talks about 4 color-coded levels of awareness. Code green, code yellow, code orange, code red. Just like at the airport. According to Jeff Thompson, whenever we're out in public, we should always be at least at code yellow. That's another word for paranoid. But being a little paranoid also means listening to your intuition. Have you ever been in a situation where you saw something or somebody and you thought, that doesn't quite seem right, but it's probably nothing? Hear that? That's your intuition speaking. And our intuitions are our old friends, and I think many times we undervalue our old friends. They've been trained by years of experience in life. Donna's intuition was talking to her, but she was not listening. Excuse me, can you tell me the closest mall entrance to Macy's? No, I don't know, and I'm in a hurry. Oh, come on, I just need to know where to go pick up my daughter. Hear that? Did you hear what he did? He didn't take no for an answer. According to personal security expert Gavin Becker, not taking no for an answer is one of the strongest warning signs. And if our intuition ever tells us that somebody is using that, we should never ignore it. I guarantee they're not doing it for your benefit. But I don't want to only talk about negative things. There's positives as well. About 20 years ago, I was in Reston at the Safeway. And I was not paying attention to what was around me, totally code green and according to Jeff Thompson's rules. And I took out my wallet, I laid it down in my shopping cart. When my back was turned, somebody came up and stole it. Ever since then, I've had kind of an anxiety about that kind of thing happening again. I mean, losing my wallet, it was partly my fault, and it wasn't really a big loss, but it did make a big difference to me. Then I remembered what I learned from Jeff Thompson. paranoid, code yellow. To my surprise, I found that being aware of my surroundings actually took away that feeling of anxiety. Because I know, looking around, if anything did happen to me, I'd be one step ahead of it. And most of the time, I see nothing, which gives me an even greater sense of confidence. But wait, there's more! Don't you love it when there's a free gift? In my case, when I had my wallet stolen, I felt like I lost a little bit of my faith in my fellow man. I can't explain it, but it's just, you know, I would expect this kind of thing to happen again. And I was disappointed. But my free gift is being aware of what was around me, being a little paranoid, gave me back my faith in my fellow man. Because as I'm looking around, looking at people, I realize these people aren't criminals. They don't want to hurt me. They're just like me. So what's the verdict? Should we be paranoid? Just a little. Please be aware of your surroundings. Please listen to your intuition. In fact, this speech doesn't mean anything. If you only take one thing away from it, don't ignore your intuitions. Your intuitions, they're your old friends. They'll keep you safer. They'll give you greater confidence. Your old friends might just save your life. Mr. Contest Master?